Murph and Max Friday football forecast.
Football.
You know what I said to him, Paul? I said, welcome to the forecast. I said, it's going to bring you to your knees. Do we have a timestamp on that with the day that happened? And who was I talking to, by the way?
Anybody smart enough to listen.
I told him, Paulie? I told him, if you miss the forecast, baby, you're going to die. You know where you are. You in the forecast, baby.
I'm telling you right now, I'm jealous, man.
Bring it to your knees.
I wish I had that. I can't do that. It bums me out.
For you, buddy. I'd get me on Sound Summit. I'll do a little forecast jungle remix.
You should go up. Murph walks on stage at Sound Summit next year. You should survey the amphitheater and go, do you know where you are? Just give it to
the summit, baby.
Yeah.
You on the mountain, baby. You about to hear Faye Webster, baby.
Yeah, you know where you are? You're with Father John Misty, baby.
Oh, man. All right. Well, you know the deal.
Misty.
It's Friday. It's Reggae Friday.
We're feeling good.
At least for a little bit longer.
Feeling good.
Summer ends next week, technically. I don't know if we'll keep doing reggae, but Friday football forecast will roll all the way into 2024, y'all, because we do college football all the way up until it stops going, and then I'll hop on with Paulie come the playoffs
You're
in
talking
January.
about summer ending, Murph. That's one of the most profound pieces of imagery I think anybody can use. Shout out Bruce Springsteen, and I'll see you in my dreams. He goes, I'll see you in my dreams when all our summers come to an end.
Damn.
Yeah, very powerful.
That's heavy.
It is. So you're talking over here about summer's end. By the way, when is the official end of the summer?
September 20th or 21st is the equinox. One of those two.
Okay. Oh, we're almost there. Jeez Louise.
Oh, don't forget, who was it? The 50s tune that's used in American Graffiti that signifies the end of summer. And I'll see you in September. I'll see you when the summer ends.
Yes.
Anyway, that's about when you leave your high school girlfriend in June. Who knows what the hell's going to happen between June and
you don't
September?
want to know. Don't even ask.
Well, if
don't even ask.
If you're Sandy and what's his face?
Travolta?
Danny.
Yeah.
Then a lot happens.
A lot happens. Danny found his leather jacket again. He became a bully.
Tell me more.
Tell me more, Murph. Tell me more. Tell me more.
How about when Olivia Newton-John's walking around and she goes, well, I did meet this one boy at the beach. And then you should cut to Zuko and they're having a totally different conversation.
So are we to determine that
totally.
in the end, Zuko was closer to Sandy's version than his version of the song?
Now you're hitting on maybe the
Is that
most...
the theme of the movie? She was really telling the truth, that he was a true romantic, not a
fake and a
creepy
phony.
predator.
I know. This is Murph. You're hitting on some very important questions right now.
But then again, at the end, she switches over to his look.
She becomes a leather-clad...
so do they meet in the middle? Is that it?
Smoking butts
They meet in the
tight
middle?
pants. Yeah, meet in the middle.
You want yet another hot take? Anti-squints, anti-crier?
Yes.
I preferred Sandra D. Sandy to leather Sandy.
Well, that's where you and I go in different directions. See, I'm going leather all day on that one.
You want to cast the tie-breaking vote?
I like both of them, boys.
Yeah, I like
what's
the
the
leather.
problem here? What's
I like
the
all that
problem?
naughty behavior.
Waterboy likes his... if you like both, that would be 1, 2, 3. That would be 3. You know what I mean?
Hey now.
We're getting racy on the forecast now.
Yeah, why not?
All right, hey, you are listening to KMBR and KMBR FM San Francisco, the sports leader.
Yeah, man.
A Cumulus media station. Now that we've menaged our way into the forecast
Okay,
here,
no, I like that.
Paulie Mac, here's the deal. You take 2 pro games.
I do.
I take 2 college games to give you the couch potato guide. So last week, Paulie Mac just kind of warmed up, loosened up, cracked his neck like Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Bosa does that with his neck.
Yeah.
And you won with the San Francisco 49ers comfortably covering over the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2.5 point spread. They won by 23.
Yeah.
However, the gambling gods got you when the Seattle Seahawks did not cover the 5-point spread against the Rams. In fact, they lost 30-13.
Tough pick.
So,
yeah.
You won one, you lost one, you lost one, you won one.
Yeah.
Come see, come saw.
And nothing lost, nothing gained. Right.
Now, let's make some money, Paulie.
All right, now.
And somebody wrote in, here's the part of the show where you guys encourage illegal behavior in the state of California.
Are you serious?
I said, if you're a forecast listener from the OG days.
Go ahead, Murph, tell them.
We used to encourage everybody to take these to the Cal Neva Casino in State Line, Incline Village.
That's right.
Nevada.
That's
All
right.
So
That's right. And I've also encouraged people over the years, Marcus, to please do pull over to the side of the road if you're in your car while the forecast is on. People get so excited, their foot gets very heavy. Next thing you know, you're speeding out there on 880 or 580, wherever you might be. And safety comes first. So if you need to, just pull the car over and absorb the forecast and then get on with your commute. Murph, it's time. Let's get into it now. Week 2 is where stuff starts getting real. Week 1 is so weird. it's always a crapshoot. Even Greg Cosell said the same thing yesterday. It's really hard to kind of gauge what's real and what's not real on week one because the camp just ended and everybody's feeling good. And you get weird stuff, man, like the Chiefs losing on their own field. You get weird stuff like Joe Burrow on the road last week looking like a shadow of a... How about the Buffalo Bills last week? Where was their offense in New York? Funny I should ask that question about the Buffalo Bills. I want to talk about the team that the Bills played. Ooh. I want to talk about gangrene for a second.
Okay, all right.
I want to talk about Jeremiah Crow's New York Jets. Shout out Kevin Graham. All our bosses are Jet fans.
It's really weird.
Jets helmets in the building. It is. It's incredibly weird.
Jets program directors.
And all that stuff happened pre-Jets becoming sort of cool with Hard Knocks and Aaron Rodgers. Like the Jets
these were children of the Mark Sanchez generation, Paulie.
Which is not enviable. It's not a good place to be. But in any case, I do want to talk about the New York Jets. It was their defense that really got my attention the other night, man. I was really, really impressed. You've heard a lot about it. We know about Quinnen Williams, what a force he is. It's just off every snap. He's blowing the offensive lineman right off the ball. Next thing you know, he's in the backfield. And he spent most of the night in the Buffalo backfield. So I want to talk about the Jets. They're going down to Dallas to take on the Cowboys, who also had a very, very decisive victory. The 40-0 beatdown of preschool Dad Peters Jets. Dallas is giving the Jets 9 points. Now you say, Paulie Mack,
do you want? I'm on Action Network. I got 9.5.
Oh, I was on ESPN.com.
Oh, you go with yours. Okay.
Yeah, I go to ESPN.com. I just pull their spreads. Daily line.
It is kind of critical where we get our spreads because half a point can make all the difference in the world.
I'll take the point, but it wouldn't be
last night with the 6.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be true to because I pulled this off ESPN, so I'll stick with the 9. I'm fine with that. It's a big spread. That's part of the appeal here. So, am I so screwed up and so disillusioned that I think the Jets have a good enough offense to get into a shootout with the Cavs? No, of course not. The Jet offense is actually I don't know what's there. I don't think anybody really knows what's there.
Zach Wilson knows the playbook.
Here's the thing, though. They say he actually had a really good camp. He was thrown into a really tough spot the other night. I mean, nobody saw that coming.
Garrett Wilson out there?
You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Can the Jets give me 10, maybe 13 points from their offense? Maybe even more pick sixes? I'm telling you, that defense is opportunity prone.
Mid-segment reads say yes, buddy.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
I got the Jets D.
If the Jets can give me 13 points, then you tack that 9 on they're giving me in the spread. Suddenly I feel kind of good, and really it's not about the Jet offense.
This is a rare thing. Paulie never takes points.
No, but I am today because it's such a great point spread with a great defense, and I like that. That's how you can steal one on the road. Now,
are you riding gangrene just like our program directors? Is that
I'm doing it. Okay. No, I'm doing it. Okay. Me and Quinnen Williams, we're going.
Okay.
Give me that big 95.
You're a Bob Sala guy.
Yes, I am, and I love the way his linebackers fly around, man. They do kind of remind me of the way the Niner linebackers play. They're lateral, they move quick side to side, and they just have a nose for the ball. I'll take the 9. Maybe not my smartest move, but screw it. I'm taking the Jets. I'm taking that great defense and blank the Cowboys on top of everything. Oh, Paulie, I just blazed guns. Should I not do that on the stream?
Probably not.
Sorry.
Gangrene.
Yeah. Marcus says I should.
You're saying that Paulie Mack will make you green with gangrene.
I hope so. Right. You want the green, you ride gangrene. We'll see if that works. Murph, on to the second game of the Paulie Mack slate here. Listen, this is also extremely rare for me to pull this kind of maneuver. I don't usually do this. Aside from week 1, Murph knows I generally stay away from Niner games unless I feel this good about them. And I feel really good about this one. Niners going down for their home away from home.
You're doing the Niners 2 weeks in a row.
Stand by and check this out.
Okay.
Here's the situation.
Okay.
Are the Rams really as good as what they showed us last week in Seattle? That's yet to be determined, but something tells me no. Something tells me they're not. I mean, yes, they performed great. We saw a lot of that game because they televised it last week, so I got to see. The big thing that bothers me or concerns me about the Rams is they're pushing the middle. Obviously, that kind of when they put pressure on the quarterback, Murph talked about the right side of the line where the Niners do have some question marks. That's something to keep an eye on this weekend. But I'll tell you what, I feel really good about this Niner team. It's just when you consider what we just talked about, who's going to get some this weekend? Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, maybe Juszczyk's catching a few dump passes out of the flat. Now he's in the end zone. I'm telling you what, this team can put points on the board. They showed you that last week. Nobody saw that coming. That speaks to the 2.5-point spread that Vegas hung on the Niner-Steeler game. Now, this week there's a lot more. They're giving the Rams 7.5 points.
7.5.
That's a big spread. I acknowledge that. But, Murphy, you want to know what? I think the Niners, well, their defense is so good anyway. The Rams are going to have their hands full just trying to put points on the board. But second of all, when all the smoke clears at the end in the fourth quarter, I think the Niners win this game by 10 or more. I think there is a double-digit win for the Niners. So you Rams, you go ahead and take your 7.5. I'm riding with the red clad fans in the Niners home away from home opener. Murph, I'm taking the Niners, and I'm laying that 7.5, and I'm feeling fine about it.
Can you give yourself some applause? Congratulations.
Sure, I will.
Paulie Mack, you just did the damn thing.
I did. I normally don't pick
Walked
Niner games.
right into the fire pit. You made your 2 picks. You walked right out of the fire
I'm
pit.
getting out while I still can.
Well done, buddy.
In one piece.
Paulie says the Jets +9. He loves the D.
I do.
He always stays away from the Niners. What do you give me for Paulie Mack and the Niners usually? And
I'm branching out.
A punt coverage team yelling, Peter, 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 getting away from the ball.
Yes.
With their hands up, backing away.
Because I don't want to touch that thing and make
That's
it live.
usually you.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, good job, buddy.
Well, they're in the books now.
Last week, I did the same damn thing as you. I cricked my neck left and right like Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
I went 1-1, and
Walk
now I'm
in,
ready
man.
to go. Last week, thank you, California Golden Bears. You know I love you. You know it. You know the story. You tell the whole damn world Murph loves Cal territory.
He's tough on the
All
Bears
right,
now.
there
He's
you
tough
go.
on those Bears.
You might want to save that one there,
Yeah.
buddy. All right. But they did it for me. They did the damn thing. They probably should have won outright, but they covered against Auburn.
Yep.
And then Stanford, they did not do the damn thing. They got mollywomped by the USC and didn't even come close to covering. So I went 1-1. Now here's the thing, dude. I got to tell you guys, I got to call it like I see it. This is a brutal college football Saturday. No good games. No good games.
That's what you were saying.
So people are like, well, then why should I listen to your picks? I'm like, well, I'm here to win.
Well, you still got to watch something.
I'm
so
here to
I'm
win.
waiting. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to both of my games are late Saturday night games.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to give you a little sweatpants and wine action
That's
here.
my scene.
And we start down in Tempe, Arizona, where Kerry Crowley's Arizona State Sun Devils are hosting our listeners. And we do have a number of listeners who do crop up whenever I mention these guys, the Fresno State Bulldogs. We got listeners. We got listeners in
We got Bulldog Nation.
the green V on the helmet because the signal reaches down there. Shout out to you guys down there in the valley.
Absolutely.
What's up, brothers? And I know you guys are riding an 11-game win streak. Fresno State, the second longest in the nation, to Georgia. And you got that quarterback, Mike Keene, who's lighting it up. By the way, they already beat Purdue this year. Now, a little worrisome, though. They had a double OT squeaker with Eastern Washington, so a little bit of scurry. But Arizona State right now, not ready for what Fresno State brings. Fresno State getting 3 points at Arizona State. Arizona State, nice. They lost to Oklahoma State 27-15. Their new coach, Kenny Dillingham. They brought in a bunch of new players. I get it. I see it.
I see you.
I see you guys doing it. But you know what happens when Fresno State plays these kind of games?
Yeah.
They always get fired up to show the big, bad Pac-12. Can I still say the Pac-12?
I'm not sure.
They got the Pac-12.
Yeah.
These future Big 12 guys, Fresno State always rallies up. You know their fans are traveling down. Arizona State ain't ready for the green V on the back of the helmet. You're giving me points? Fresno State +3 at Arizona State Saturday night under the lights of the Tempe Desert.
Lock that ass up.
The other one is, of course, you got to go right to the game of the week because it's personal.
They'll mess around and made it personal.
It's personal.
Bro,
This
I'm
pick
telling
is
you,
personal.
that's a mistake.
This pick is personal. Let me do this right now. I'm going to take off my glasses
Oh, there it is.
and I'm going to take off my hat.
Ooh. Marcus, look at it.
Take my hat.
To make this pick. Now, I can't. By the way, I can't see S right now, by the way.
No, it's effective,
So,
though.
Jay Norville, I'm going to leave my glasses
This is
on.
good theater, man.
I take my hat and my glasses
You're
off. That's
damn
what
right.
my mother taught me.
This guy's crazy poking the bear.
Jay Norville has made it personal.
Yeah.
So much so that I've now taken my hat off. And you know what I'm going to do now just to stick it to Jay Norville? I'm going to put my hat and glasses back on.
Throw it on, man.
All right, there's my glasses. Now here's the hat. Coming back on now. Now I'm back to represent because he
yeah.
made it personal. And I literally was going to take Colorado State because I figured Colorado, they've had two very emotional wins. The win over TCU was unbelievable. It's already going to be the college football game of the year. Book it. That's the game of the year.
It was personal.
And then the week 2 against Nebraska, they sold out the place. The 98-year-old fan, give
Ralphie
me
running,
my
yeah,
theme music.
loved it.
And then they rushed the field.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like Colorado was due for just a human being mild letdown that they would win but not cover.
Uh-oh.
But I read the bull junk,
That I saw the bull jump too.
and he made it.
That's a mistake. I'm
So
telling you.
Colorado giving 23.5. Colorado State, I know they're playing a new quarterback. They lost to Washington
man.
State last week, 50-24 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was a 26-point for Washington State. I think Colorado can do the same damn thing. Let's call it 49-17. Let's call it a cover.
Yeah.
Because Dion made it personal.
Y'all messed
Take
around
the
and made it
Buffs.
personal.
Until Dion proves to me he can't cover, I'm going to pick him.
Okay.
My theme music.
Damn it. Yep.
And can I bring my old lady? Do you have her? 98-year-old, what's her face? Clara or something like that?
She was such a cutie, yeah.
She's got one of those names that isn't around anymore, like Helen or Clara or
with the great creaky old
Barbara.
voice, yeah.
You don't mean Barbaras anymore.
Yeah, Helen's, right.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, don't worry about it. If you can't find a water boy, don't worry.
Okay, give me my theme music.
There it is. So the picks are in the books. We go to the Couch Potato Guide before we get out of here. Your 5 best TV games of the weekend. I just told you guys, there ain't pretty much no college games worth watching other than one. So we'll start. The 1-star pick is your Sunday Night Football. How about Mike McDaniel with the slick back glasses and the glasses, slick back hair and the glasses, going up to play Bill? By the way, the heartache of a Bill Belichick. See, he split up with his 16-year gal.
He said it run its course. It ran its course.
Did he say that?
Yes, it was his statement. He said it ran its course.
Oh, that's heavy duty.
It's on to Susan.
Ran its course.
He should say something like that. It's on to Linda. It's on to Linda.
Or for his generations, on to Barbara.
Yeah, on to Barbara, whatever
so,
it takes.
That's a 5:15 game. It is kind of a good game because Tyreek and Tua put on quite a show.
Now, if you're a single lady, is landing Bill Belichick like a catch? Is that a good move? You have no laundry to do. He's only got that one sweatshirt.
He's got he's got the boats off the Cape.
He's a big fisher guy.
He's got like the Annapolis boat. He's got a boat off of Maryland. He's got a boat off Massachusetts.
He pals around with like presidents.
He's got tons of dough.
Tons. He's a king in New England.
You probably have a lot of free time because he's in the office all the time. So you can just go spend his money.
I thought you were going to say he has more free time now because he can't make the playoffs anymore. See what happens? Yeah.
Anyway, that's the 1-star game. Miami at New England.
That's a good game.
You stayed away from that.
I actually looked at that game. I was like thinking about taking the Pats. I didn't like the spread though. On ESPN, it was only 2 points. I think the Pats can give them a problem. They hung in there with the Eagles and almost stole one last
Tua
week.
threw for 466.
Yeah. And also, by the way, Tua took
they have those injuries though. The O-line, that's the thing.
Yeah, that entire offensive line.
Yes, I heard you talking about that.
If it's at 2 points, I'm going with Tua. He's undefeated in his career against the Patriots. They've covered 5 straight games against New England.
He's undefeated. You'll give Tua points, is what you're saying?
I'll take Tua and 2.
There you go.
Give me 2. You personal. Tua, give me 2.
Personal. 1-star pick Sunday at 5:15. That game is on KMBR 104.5 and 680. Nice. My 2-star pick is Jimmy Nance and Tony Romo. It's Polymax game. The Jets at Dallas. 125 on CBS. Of course, it's against our 5-star game. But, hey, you can flip over during commercials or 2-screen it. Some people do 2 screens. Jets and Dallas is a good game. It's a good game. It's the 125 CBS game. My 3-star game is going to be the morning game, and it caused strife on our show already. 10 a.m. How about Bloodies? Bloodies and Bitterness with Marcus Boucher.
Yeah.
Bloodies, Bitterness, and Boucher.
Yeah.
10 a.m., Vegas at Buffalo, Raiders at Bills. Memories of the 91 AFC Championship, 51-0.
Well, that's a tough game for you guys. Yeah, it was cold
you
and
weren't
snowy.
even alive for that one,
No, you didn't want any part of that,
Art Show went in there, and you guys didn't score a point.
Art Show didn't know what would hit him. Yeah.
Jay Schrader was some bad calls on Schrader, dude.
Wow.
That's UCLA's own Jay Schrader at Signal
He
Caller.
didn't do much that day.
That's a 10 a.m. game on CBS. That's a good game.
Dude, some bad calls.
Vegas, Buffalo.
It was more than bad calls.
I'm going to make my 2-star pick, Deion Sanders. It's at 7 o'clock on ESPN.
Okay.
Colorado State at Colorado.
See, I'll tune in for that.
Did you know that ESPN Game Day is in Colorado, even though the game's not till 7? And Fox's big Saturday shows, both of the pregame shows are at Boulder.
Everybody wants to get a piece of this magic, I'm telling you.
Stephen A. went there.
Yep.
Everybody wants a piece.
Except for this coach from Colorado State who's crazy to poke the
Paul,
bear.
I ask you, when all of these people arrive in Boulder and they're setting up their stands and they're interviewing Deion, do any of them ride to the interview upside down in a Jeep? That's what I ask you,
No, but I love where your head's at, and they should. They should. In fact, somebody should.
Any respect for the legacy and history of that town?
I mean, we're talking founding fathers.
Put on the rainbow suspenders.
Yes.
Put your head on the seat.
Right on your head.
Put your feet over the headrest.
And then get back up to the attic. Yeah.
Number 2 game
on his
is
head. That's a great call.
Colorado State at Colorado, and then our number 1. Come on, baby. Niners at Rams. I want to alert everybody, because you do want to listen to Papa and Tim Ryan. It is on 810 The Spread. 810 The Spread and on 107.7 The Bone. 810 The Spread and 107.7 The Bone. And it's on Fox on TV. 49ers Rams. That's a 105 kickoff, and that
I'm all over that, man.
Friday football forecast.
The only bad thing about this forecast is that it had to come to an end.
Exactly.
I wanted it to keep going. I was having a great time.
It was a solid forecast.
I know.
I think it
really was solid.
Kruko, John